We have a very special guest on the line, a Democrat, my mom. Mom,
Hello there, Jesse.
Hello there, Mom. How have you enjoyed the show so far?
I have enjoyed the show. I want to say congratulations, Honey Bun. We are so proud of you and your accomplishments, and you've worked so hard. Now let's aim to have you keep your job.
Last night was Jesse Waters' debut on Tucker Carlson's old 8 p.m. time slot, and he decided to open with a phone call from his mother, and she shared some words of wisdom, which he most definitely ignored later on the show. But why don't we hear what those words of wisdom were?
I do have some suggestions.
Okay.
Do not tumble into any conspiracy rabbit holes. We do not want to lose you, and we want no lawsuits.
Okay.
In keeping, I have a list here. In keeping with the Hippocratic Oath, do no harm. We need you to be kind and respectful. You yourself mentioned that humble is a stretch, so I get that. Use your voice responsibly to promote conversation that maintains a narrative thread. There really has been enough Biden bashing, and the laptop is old.
I just want to use this story to dispel the notion that a bad apple can be traced back to bad parenting, because Ann Waters sounds lovely, okay?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how Jessie Dirty Waters came out of her house.
I know, right? So let me tell you more about Ann. Ann Waters has publicly called out her son for showing disdain for diversity and making controversial sweeping statements.
Yeah, she's done that before. Now she got to do it on Fox News. I love that she had it prepared. So the first thing I was wondering about when I saw the story was this all planned? And it's his way of saying, oh, it's okay, I'm soft. Like, hey, look, it's my mom.
No, Cenk, it was totally spontaneous. Fox News had that giant iPhone graphic ready to go just in case.
No, of course, right? But no, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking is, did they know that she was gonna say that? And I actually think the answer is no, they didn't.
Come on, Cenk.
No, hold on. I think that they were planning like, oh, look, it's a Democrat, it's my mom. Because Jessie Waters always insults older women. You remember on the 5?
Yeah, believe me, I remember.
Right,
yes.
And so Jeanine Pirro was super mad. And so maybe they thought, hey, listen, a lot of our audience is older women. Why don't you bring on your mom and we'll do this cute shtick, and she's a Democrat. Then she starts talking about the lawsuits and stuff. And that's when he's like, do you see him? He went like this to somebody off camera.
Oh, that's a good point.
Okay.
I didn't really notice that.
Yeah, the only time he's comfortable is when she says, don't do too much Biden bashing. Then he's like, oh, and then he lightens up for a second because he knows that's kosher. That's what he wants her to say. So he can say, oh, I disagree with my mom. But when she was saying all the other things about the conspiracy rabbit holes, he's like, no, that was a bad idea.
So why don't we go to the next video, because she wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
Let's watch.
Perhaps you could suggest that your people take less interest, for example, in other people's bodies and talk about that.
Oh, wait, we're trying to keep other people's interest away from children's bodies. That was the point of that segment. Mom, I love you.
Wait.
I knew this was a bad idea.
Seek solutions versus fanning the flames. You could encourage that Bedminster friend of yours to return to his earlier career on television. Everyone in his audience could wear a red hat, and I'm sure the ratings would soar, although never as high, my darling, as yours on Jessie Waters Primetime. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Mom. I love you very much. And
I love you.
She really does sound lovely, and now I'm more likely to agree with your, I think he just didn't expect her to say all the things that she said.
Yeah.
But I commend her for saying them.
And keep going, sister.
Yeah.
Keep going. I love that she said all that stuff on Fox News. That's why he said, I knew it was a bad idea. Look, I know that he could be kidding. Obviously, I understand that's possible, but likely it was a producer's idea to soften his image. And he knows his mom, and his mom's not going to, be quiet about her opinions. And that's why he's like, I knew it was a bad idea.
I'm unsure whether the audience, especially for that Tucker time slot, are interested in anyone softening their image. And to be sure, Jesse Waters proceeded to go against all of the advice that his mother offered him in the beginning of his episode. He goes on to essentially, I guess, provide some credibility to, or he thinks there's some credibility to RFK Jr.'s lie that COVID was designed to spare Jewish and Chinese people.
Yeah, that's so insane.
We have a screenshot of him talking about it. So there he is.
I love that it says we don't know much about science. Well, that part is correct, Jesse. For the first time, you said something true on television in a sense, the graphic did. So I watched that segment, and he's not saying for sure that RFK Jr. is correct about his theories, but he's like, could be, and then we're inviting him on the show, etc. No, it can't be. They didn't, I mean, think about how absurd that theory is. The right wing is driving me crazy. First of all, RFK Jr. is in the wrong primary. All of his supporters, all of his fans are right wingers, right? And so they're like, oh yeah, you see that, RFK Jr. is finally telling the truth. Engineered to make sure that it doesn't affect the Chinese and the Ashkenazi Jews. Just think about it for a second. What did the Sephardic Jews do wrong? Why does it affect them? Like, what an insane theory. Like the Ashkenazi Jews are like, now let's get the Sephardic guys out of the way too, okay? Because those are the two major components of the Jewish diaspora throughout the world, etc. The Ashkenazi Jews went to the Wuhan lab and worked with the Chinese to make sure that it doesn't affect the Chinese and their branch of the Jewish community. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I watched the RFK Jr. tape that he's now trying to backpedal out of. No, he said it. He definitely said it, and he's definitely totally cuckoo. So there he goes, Jesse Waters going right into that conspiracy rabbit hole that his mom warned about.
You know, usually conspiracy theories have a point. Like, what is the point of that conspiracy theory?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what the point is. Let's hate the Chinese, right? Because it's a bioweapon, and it's designed to get white people and black people. And they want to draw black people into their community to vote with them. And remember, hate the Asians. It's always wedge issues: divide and conquer, get us to hate each other. Why do they put in the Jews for no reason? Why? Because every conspiracy theory ends with the Jews did it. So once you put in the Jews, they go, oh yeah. So for Democrats, that makes no sense. For right-wingers, that's right down the middle of the alley. Why do they always say George Soros when they mention donors? Why not ExxonMobil? Why not the Koch brothers? Because George Soros is Jewish. And all these conspiracy theories end with anti-Semitism.
Right.
And that's why. So Jesse Waters could not have not listened to his mom more than he did doing that first episode.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.